Let's move. I need the score.
Whoa. Back the fuck up. I don't give a fuck about the score of the game. All right, I'm trying to learn how to code, man.
What's coding?
Coding, like computer language, you know, like Python, JavaScript, shit like that, man. Within a year, I can be making at least 6 figures.
6 figures doing what?
I can make a website, you know. I've been thinking about making, you know, a couple apps, a couple websites, maybe a porn website, you know. I got some ideas. Poonsnatch.com, Black on Black Dimes, Uber Feets.
What's Uber Feets? Like, order some feet to the crib?
You can call some feet over. Maybe if you let me do what I gotta do.
I like it. But I'm saying though, a year, that's a long time to be waiting to make 6 figures. You know what I'm saying? You could be getting that in like a day.
Today, you think I can make 6 figures?
I don't know, man. Why don't you do something like take your coding skills and make us an escort website?
An escort website? Yeah, why the fuck would I want to make an escort website? We don't got no escort.
I'm looking at the escort right now.
Fuck no. What? First off, why me?
Because, I mean, let's keep it real. Out of the two of us, you got the better body and the lower set of standards. You know what I'm saying? Right now, you could be out there trying to take some old hag's life insurance.
My standards aren't low, all right? They're eclectic.
Whatever you want to call it, man. All I'm saying is there's a lot of old ladies out there that's ready to give up that money just for you to come sit there and watch Young and the Restless with them. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Put some Bengay on them. Fuck them in the ass. I don't know.
You think I can make 6 figures in a day? Horn myself?
Give me 5 days.
5 days.
5 days. Alright, Chris, you ready? This is your first official day of being a hoe.
I'm worried, man. What if the police come, man? What if I catch some shit, man? What if I fuck someone I know's grandma? Like, that's like, how do I look at that person again?
No, don't be nervous, man. Listen, all you're probably gonna have to do in there is walk in, play some Scrabble, watch some National Geographic. Before you know it, we're gonna have $100,000, man, be rolling in the dough.
What the fuck am I even supposed to be?
You're supposed to be a sexy pirate.
I have scurvy.
If you're gonna be a hoe, you gotta be the best hoe you could be, you know what I'm saying? Insert some confidence into yourself and then insert your cock into some dried up vagina. Matter of fact, here, man, take this coat.
What have you done to me? A lot of people think that the hardest part is going. All right, it's going, but it's staying. Cause you know sometimes you just get attached to these old ladies, man. You get attached to them. Not me. I'm a real nigga. So Agatha, I went to a retirement home. All these women ran a bingo train on me. B4. It's a little blood, a little bit, but that's the bitch in me coming out. So watch out. Your boy might be coming to a grandma near you.
See, Chris, you did it. I told you, just give me like 5 days, you can make $100,000. And look, all it took was like 3. You only made like $1,500, but still.
But at what cost? What cost, Frank? She was actually a very nice lady. She's a librarian. I don't know how she could afford any of that, but yeah, good on her. It's really good shit.
Listen, man, you gotta pay the cost to be the boss. Speaking of cost, did you get all the money?
Some of it.
The fuck, man? How many times did I tell you money first, then National Geographic, man? I'm gonna go in there and get what's rightfully ours, yo.
Looks like another day on the Pussy Patrol.
How's it going there, baby? Just noticed that you were looking pretty lonely.
A lady, bitch.
You know, I take my badge off. It's technically not entrapment, just so you know. So, what are you doing?
Listen, man, I'm not gay, all right? I'm just sad. Okay, I don't fuck dudes.
Hey, Officer Bradshaw, what are you doing, man? That's my hoe right there.
Whoa, 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 listen here, fuckface. You don't got no permit for this bitch.
Now, anybody in this town that knows Mucus knows that I got a permanent permit for pimping.
So what you gonna do? Huh? You gonna fight for it?
Hell yeah, I'll fight for this pussy. What's up, man? What's up, man? What's up? What's up?
Looks like you had some sudden warrants you didn't know about, boy. Ever been to Albuquerque, motherfucker? That's right.
Damn, Frank. I bet you out.
Now get up.
This is our goal, man. 100 subscribers. You know
100
what I'm saying?
subscribers.
You know what I'm saying? Double down on that, man.
Yeah, man. 100 subscribers, man. 100 subscribers. Does that sound crazy to y'all? That doesn't sound that crazy to us.
Not
Not
here
at all.
on First of the Month show.
Not at all. 100 subscribers? Man, your grandma got 50. Why your grandma got 50?
And all she doing is showing cats. Come on,
All she's showing is cats.
we the
Cats and
podcast
ass.
version of your government check.
Mm-hmm.
First and the 15th, man.
Reliable.
We here.
Reliable.
But yo, let's not even bullshit, man. 'Cause
Yeah,
we
let's
got
get back
a
into it,
lot
man.
to fucking. We got a lot to unpack. I'ma just
Do
come
it.
down. I'ma just come right out with it, Chris.
Do it. What's up?
What does it take to get arrested as a president, really?
Oh,
Like,
well,
can you go to the bodega, slap 5 niggas, and not pay for your chopped cheese and not get arrested, or like is that gonna get you arrested, or is like you got to do a war crime?
I feel like you could get someone in the Secret Service to do that. Like, I don't even think that's unreasonable, because it's like, let's look at the track record. Like, you know, you can spy on niggas, right? You can do that, right? You can spy on niggas. All right, you can finger a chick while you're married in the Oval Office, right? So
But that's
it's
not
like-
really a crime.
No, it's not really
I think
a crime.
the reason we haven't
No.
like faced this question so many times, like we haven't really faced this question so much, is because
I think
since
it's-
television has been established, like presidents haven't just been running around committing crimes like that.
Yeah,
Like,
well, as far as we can
petty
see.
crimes.
Yeah, exactly. You know,
Like you think Obama was like stealing honey buns while he was president, or like what do you think was going
I
on?
would hope so. I hope like just so the not Barack, what they call him? What was it?
Obeezy?
Obeezy, yeah, Obeezy.
You think he was committing petty crimes?
Rock.
Because you know Andrew Jackson was out here committing some petty crimes.
Oh, definitely. That man was beating people in Congress with canes and shit.
like
which is-
he didn't get a
which is-
charge for that.
No, they let it rock. First off, they let it rock. And you know why they let it rock? Because someone called him out. And I think that that's appropriate. If someone calls you out, it's one thing if you just start manhandling someone in Congress, but if someone calls you out your name, oh yeah, you better come down to the floor, alright, to get these hands.
No, because that's a real problem with like this generation. Like this is like, I feel like in our lifetime we've seen the switch go from like going to jail for a justified ass whooping versus like the cops pulling up and being like, well, you did call him out. Like
Yeah.
I feel like back in the day, like you know. It's not even that the laws were different. It's just if a nigga was talking shit and got his ass beat, like he knew he was talking shit. He didn't call the
Yeah,
cops.
that's what he is.
For in majority of cases, like
Shouldn't
now,
have been talking shit.
I feel like people think that they could just talk shit
Yeah.
and still call police after, or shit, shoot you and still call police after. Like,
Facts.
what the hell is that?
What kind of
about?
nerve is that, man? That is taking all the gully out of the game.
Like, you know what I
Can't be
mean?
gully no more. Niggas can shoot you and snitch.
Like, it doesn't pay to be a real nigga at
Yo,
all.
it
Like, you
really
know what I'm
doesn't,
saying?
man.
But like, I'm saying, like, I guess because like the president has the power of immunity.
Yeah.
It's like he can make himself immune to like, I guess, petty charges. Like,
Can
you know
then
what I'm
can
saying?
that's a good question. Can the president pardon himself?
Can you feel
he
me?
pardon himself?
Because then that adds a new level of aspiration.
Because I can pardon myself. If I'm at dinner with a bitch I don't like, I'm like, yo, I don't want to do this dinner tomorrow. I'm gonna pardon myself from this table.
There we go. It's almost in the sense like I know you was joking, but that's actually kind of like a real example. Like check it out, right?
Yo.
It's like that could add a new aspiration to why young kids would want to be president in the future. Because it's like if at said dinner, you could pull out your dick and piss on the floor, get arrested, get to the jail, be like, yo, I'm the fucking president of the United States, and they let you go. Like who doesn't want that power?
Yeah, nah.
Like it only like you can do as much petty crime, like criminal shit that you want, until like the public gets mad and is like, all right.
I don't want to have a president with a check out.
Yeah, I mean, we saw that go down with Clinton. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know, and they couldn't get rid of him. Well,
I think it's so crazy. Like, I don't know. I guess it's just that, presidents really ain't out here using their power how they should.
no, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. This is why I couldn't be president. I'd be mad petty. Like, I'd be like Maze Gilliam from whatchamacallit, Head of State, man. Like Bernie Mac, just smacking the shit out of people. Like, out of all of my constituents, all of them.
Because it's like,
smack.
We watch niggas from the hood beat the state charge. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? So it's
Definitely.
like, if you're not doing something like extremely crazy, it's like, all right, the worst that can happen to you is you not president no more. But like,
Facts.
you're not about to have to do that 9 months in Valhalla. Like,
No,
you know what I'm
not,
saying?
Not at all.
Like,
And that's the sad part, man. There's like zero repercussions. You don't even really got to worry about doing petty time. Yeah, man.
Like, so your biggest fear is like not being president no more.
Yeah.
And if you get like impeached, don't you still get like Secret Service for 10 years?
Well, see, I don't know about that, but what if it's like, what if niggas is just waiting outside of Congress till you're not president to hop you, like, just waiting outside? Because I feel like that would be some shit. Like the equivalent to that to me, like, is like you're just like a mad dickheaded hall monitor, like, and the week that sash is given up to some other kid, niggas hop the shit out of you right after school.
Side story, like, what's funny is like, I it ain't no secret, I spent some years in the shelter, you know what I'm saying, and like, I don't know about now. Like, some of the shelter I enjoyed is shut down now. So like, the only shelter I know in Westchester County that's open is like, it wasn't as fun of an experience when I was there, and from the outside looking in, it doesn't look like it's as fun of an experience. But like,
fair.
We was all young kids and we got along really well. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And when it was time to leave the shelter, like, I didn't find this out till it was my day to leave the shelter. Like, niggas jump you.
Yeah.
So it's like you're striving to get out of the shelter, right? And it's like you finally get like you're out and you think like you tell your friends.
Yeah.
And they like, yo, I'm out of here. They're like, oh, like it's all love, but like we're gonna jump you out. Like, and they jump you before school.
Wow.
They jump you before school in the morning because it's like an area where everybody goes to eat breakfast and catch their bus. They hop you there.
And they beat you up right before you go to school.
Right before you go to school and go home. Like that's your
if that isn't crabs in a motherfucking barrel. Lord have mercy.
Bro, when it was my time to leave.
First off, it's a shelter, not a gang. Like that's not how it works. Like, I was like, wait a minute, like a gang? Like they jump you out like a
like
gang?
some blood in, blood out shit.
Like I don't like, but it's a shelter. Like
that morning when it was time for me to leave.
Like everyone's supposed to leave eventually.
Oh, the shelter is where I learned that humans are just gonna find a reason to fight. When I got like, all right, you're there temporarily.
Can we just break down the logic there? Like, you're supposed to leave the shelter.
No, the logic gets worse. There. Listen to this, son.
Oh, my God.
The shelter is a temporary place. And it's mad people from different cities in one place, right? Now, when I went to the shelter, there was 2 buildings. There was the main building and the annex. Mm-hmm. And when I got there, the main building was beefing with the annex. Like, I can understand claiming your hood. Even that's crazy, but like, you claiming a building you're gonna be in for like, yo, that's when I learned like, yo, humans will find any reason to fight. Like, it doesn't matter. They're not fighting because you from New Rochelle and you from Yacht. No, you live in that building.
No,
we
fighting you because you light skinned. And you not from here. If you was light skinned from here, we can let you rock.
That ass.
But we can't let you rock out here.
But I could go on for a while about that. I don't want to get too far off, but like, what the fuck is happening to Donald Trump?
Oh, man, with this whole January 6th committee thing? Yeah,
I mean, is that, like, what's happening?
To be perfectly honest, I don't know. I feel like part of it is, like, they're trying to look at all the evidence, but it's like, nigga, what have you been doing for the last year? Like, what have you been doing for the last year? I don't understand. Because most times, and you can correct me on this, you would know, most times when an investigation starts, like, well, by the time you already got the indictment and they think you did some shit, they already got proof. Like, correct? Like,
but like, I mean, even then, it's like, that's way more dignified than what's going on. Who's this nigga being knocked by?
Facts.
Or who, like, because I've never had to Google, like, can an American president be arrested and by who?
Yeah.
Like, this isn't the feds.
Yeah.
This isn't the state.
Is it like a citizen's arrest? Like, can we walk up in there?
like you feel me? Like, this is the Congress.
And just hog tie him on some Red Dead Redemption shit? Just throw him on the back of a horse?
Like, because if you a normal citizen, you know what I'm saying? Like, you think this is justice. But if you a nigga, this is fishy as hell.
Yeah, definitely.
This is fishy as hell. Because it's like, you know, this is going down as United States of America versus Donald Trump, right? That's what they're discussing the possibility of. Now, when it was the United States versus my cousin Ray Ray down the street, they just came and got the nigga.
Yeah.
Then they presented said evidence in trial.
Yeah.
The investigation was done behind closed doors.
Yeah.
And then it was up to him to fight against that. And he couldn't get bail unless he maybe had like a house that he could put up as collateral.
Oh, wow.
This is the first time that I've ever seen the possibility of an investigation being discussed, let alone, like, you know, we don't even know if we're going to charge this nigga. Like, is this a discussion to investigate him? Like, is there a vote at the end? And listen, we're not that ignorant. We understand what on paper is going down. But as a nigga...
Yeah.
This is confusing as fuck.
Yeah, it is. Because it seems pretty open and shut case, you know what I'm saying? Like, we know what he did. We seen him. Everyone's seen him. We can go on YouTube and watch it again. Like, it's not like it wasn't recorded. So it's like, what is the holdout here? Like, you know what I'm saying? There's motherfuckers there's motherfuckers that gotten booked on witnesses, on witness testimony. No video footage. Like, no replayable clips on YouTube. Like...
This is the possibility of investigating. And then, so, as I did my research, it turns out, like, the Attorney General has to approve an investigation that leads to charges of a president. This nigga not even president no more.
Word. That's what I'm saying. And my thing, wait, so he has to approve it.
Yes.
He has to say, I give you the go-ahead to launch the... Shouldn't this nigga be doing the investigation?
Like...
What's his role?
And even then, like, that's as a
role?
president. Like, this nigga, like, is he like a leftover president? Like, how does that work? like, you feel me? Like, is like president like his new religion?
Yeah,
like, you feel me?
President Chinese food? He's a Chinese food equivalent of a president?
Like, if...
leftovers?
Like, if George Bush goes in the store and beats a nigga up.
Yep.
Like, is he still, like, technically a president? Or is he gonna go do time in... Texas County Jail.
No one should be calling Bush Mr. President. If you call Bush Mr. President, you're a fuckhead. You're a fuckhead. You're a fuckhead, and you deserve all of life's trials and tribulations. Alright?
Like,
it was terrible.
Like, this is like a clear, like, fucking difference in just how justice works, right? Because, like, what if Donald Trump was Young Thug?
Word. That's a good question.
You feel what I'm saying?
What if he was Thugger Girl? Yeah. what if? No, that's a good question. Because if we already know, if he was Thugger Girl, it is exactly what it's going down. They would have thrown him in, right? No bail, no possibility of parole. And we might give you a lawyer, maybe, nigga.
And you're not getting bail.
And you're not getting bail.
Like, we've already investigated. You know what I'm saying? Like, they in there using Young Thug's lyrics against him.
Word.
We got all this shit down, like, on camera of what Trump has done, and whether or not, like, honestly, I don't think we give a fuck about either side enough to be on some, like, justice shit. Like, we don't necessarily, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong.
And this is the crazy thing, the funniest part, the funniest aspect, I don't give a fuck who feels about it. Whoever feels this way, motherfucker, if the shoe fits, wear that motherfucker. But there's a whole bunch of people out here just, how can you not care? How can you not care about the day our democracy almost died? It's like niggas have been dealing with the death of democracy since you niggas wrote the Emancipation Proclamation. Shut the fuck up. What are you talking about?
Like, this shit is
what
crazy,
do you mean?
Son. Like, at what point, like, okay, like, if Donald Trump was Young Thug, there would have been a RICO on this nigga, like, 10 months ago. It would have already
Yeah,
been done. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
They would have had all of all of Trump's henchmen's nicknames, like Bugsy McGee,
Giuliani's JBZ. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Frank the Frankfurter, like all them niggas.
Yo,
all them.
Giuliani would be like damn near at the top of this indictment, and it's ironic because he's the one that really brought in the RICO law in the first place. Like, he's the one that made that shit poppin', and he's on record showing up drunk while they're tallying up the votes and telling Trump's like administration, like, yo, when he goes out there to have this speech, like, yo, just tell these motherfuckers that he won. You know what I'm saying? He's thrown niggas under the jail for way less.
Wow, that's a very like alcoholic dad move. I just want to say, like, very alcoholic dad move. Like, everyone's counting the because I feel like that would happen during like a school election. Like, all the kids are counting the ballots and the drunk dad just shows up. He's just like, wait a minute, my son is more qualified than any of you fuckers.
We're really gonna let an Indian kid take this? Like, I mean, come on. You know what I mean? Like, yo, because it's like, yo, son,
man.
All this is doing is like showing how bullshit the United States of America versus insert person here is, right?
Yeah.
Because like a RICO charge is usually like it was brought in originally against like Al Capone. You know what I'm saying? So it's like what it's there to do is to convict somebody that is like basically like really hard to convict.
Yeah, it's too hard to touch.
Like he's too hard to touch.
He's too hard.
Like
Can't
there's
touch
no RICO against Donald Trump.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me that my cousin Quan is like more untouchable than Donald Trump? No. He's not. This nigga is selling crack damn near on Instagram.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? He's on the phone talking about all the people he's murdered.
I should
you know. What I'm saying?
I
Like,
bought some.
yo, this nigga is crazy. Like, you feel me? How is he more untouchable than Donald Trump? Like, it really shows like how fickle the fucking United States of America versus insert blank person here goes. Because it's like, Gunna can't... And here's another thing, right?
Well, the reason why it's so fickle is because it's not really the United States versus a motherfucker. It's usually a small group of motherfuckers that are talking on my behalf versus a motherfucker. I'm a part of the United States. I don't want to prosecute this man. Like, I don't give a fuck if you prosecute this man. Come on, son.
So it's like
Get it
basically
together.
like just your local federal department, because even though the feds is nationwide, you know, I'm sure like there's different departments. Like the feds in New York ain't working on cases in California, I would assume. It's like
man.
They could just come up with their reasons and like the United States co-signs it. Like
Exactly.
you feel me? Like you know what the United States versus like said person is? Like the United States is like a club promoter.
Oh, wow.
And he's like, yo, I'm gonna give you these tickets. Whoever you give them to, you could just make your own flyer. Like that's what this shit is like, son.
But make sure you hustle all of them.
Cause yo, Chris, I'm gonna ask you. Let's say like Donald Trump was Young Thug, right?
Yeah. Let's say that.
Who would be on his indictment? Cause like real quick, like they're just talking about charging this nigga, right?
Yeah.
But Gunna can't even get a bail because he's on a record label called YSL, from what we know.
Exactly.
So it's like, you know, would Fox News be on this RICO? Like, who's like
His Twitter?
like his Twitter on this RICO.
His RICO? Like, nah, you spread this message, dog.
Yo, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I love how, like, Mike Pence came in last minute, like, in this whole hearing, and they're like, well, Mike Pence said not to say that. And it's like, if I've been killing niggas with you for, like, 7 months, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then, like, nigga 18, I come through, like, yo, don't kill that nigga. And you go still kill him.
I
Like,
kill that nigga.
I'm still on your RICO.
Yep. Facts.
Am I right or am I wrong?
Yep, because he brought him to me.
Like, we would have been bringing the Proud Boys in on this RICO.
Yo, facts.
Like, they would have got
Facts.
brought right in here. Like,
Facts.
you know what I'm saying? Niggas would have threw Joe Rogan on it.
Well, that's
like,
yo, just cause. Let's see if we can get him. See if we can stick him.
see what we can make stick. You know
Fuck
what I mean?
that Spotify deal. Should have went with title, bitch.
They're for the people. They're for the culture.
The feds love title. I don't know what it is. The feds love title. Don't know what it is.
No, because you want to know why white police love Jay-Z. Like, let's just keep it on it, my nigga. Like, white police With they little,
Yo.
especially in New York, my nigga. Them niggas love Jay-Z.
Son, that's hilarious.
Dead ass, my nigga.
Oh
like,
man, but who else is on this? I don't know. I feel like everybody close to like, yo, they should get his daughter. Like you deserve to be on the Rico. I know he talked to you about some shit.
Word up.
I
Trump,
don't want to hear no shit from Ivanka talking about I was an innocent bystander and I didn't know that my
Yeah, because
dad
if Donald
was
Trump was selling
capable of
10
doing-"
bricks,
you know your dad was capable of this shit. Alright? You know your dad was capable of at least starting a medium-sized mosh pit. Alright? Which is really all you need, by the way, to start a riot. If you want to know, if anyone wants to know how to start a riot, can you start a medium-sized mosh pit? Because if you can do that, you can incite a riot.
nah, dead ass. Because if Donald Trump was a nigga from DC with like 10 bricks in the crib, like they would be peeing on Ivanka Trump in the fucking in the investigation room right now, in front of this nigga. Like, word, you ain't gonna say nothing. Some more piss.
oh, you're thirsty. Oh, you're thirsty. What about some white snake lemonade? It's like, what? Yo,
son, like the evidence.
it's
Cause like,
real.
no, really, son, like I hate. See, I'm in my bag about it because nothing pisses me off more than shit that don't make sense, right?
Yep. But mainly when it don't make sense. But I've seen this process happen before. I've seen this go down for way more simpler shit, way more cut and dry shit, and this shit is pretty cut and dry. Like, listen.
Like, if Donald Trump was Bobby Schmurder, my nigga, like, this shit, this nigga would already be in jail, yo. Like, this shit is crazy.
But if he was Max B, he'd already be almost on his way home.
Trump is the Max B of this shit.
Where they gonna make him do 5. They're gonna make him do 5. Get some tats. Record an album through the phone.
Cause like I love how they on some like, yo, we need to discuss whether or not we're gonna charge this nigga. Like, yo, bro, his charges is possibly, one of them is possibly conspiracy to overthrow the government, my nigga. Like, if one of us even came close to overthrowing Peekskill, my nigga, like the Rico would be so real, my nigga.
It's crazy, like the amount of like, what are you investigating? Like, it's cut and dry. Like there's no need to investigate whether or not I'm going to leave my baby mama if I got a plane ticket. Like, you know, like there's no need for an investigation.
That's
baby,
what they
like I'm gone. Like
that's what they
I've
doing.
been packing my bags for a week.
Like. So you mean to tell me that Young Thug is a flight risk, but Donald Trump ain't?
Trump.
Like, cause if I'm Trump and I'm watching all this, I'm going wherever Russell Simmons was at, my nigga. Like, yo, I swear to God, son, I'm the fuck out of here, bro. Like, all you doing is giving his lawyers time to come up with a
Bring me
defense.
to Cuba. Facts.
Like, they giving this nigga mad ample time. I almost feel like they in cahoots. Like, all right, nigga, look, we gonna lay everything out before you go to trial.
Okay, so you're gonna come to court, right? You're gonna dance a little bit. All right, Trump, you're gonna dance, and not that old white man shit. All right, we're gonna add some flavor. All right.
I mean, he gonna come to court like Michael Jackson. Trump gonna be dancing on the car.
Got that man dancing on the car.
Yo, for real, son. And it's
I
like,
love you. I love you. I love you, all of you. I love all of you.
Yo, and you know what's crazy? As
man.
much as I hate this nigga, right?
Yeah.
Like, he got no chill. I feel like he's still gonna call somebody a nigger in the courtroom.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
like,
Someone gotta get it. Like I said, I feel like you should get one outburst. Just one. Like one outburst. Like what everyone should get one outburst. If it's good, you get 2. But you should get one. Like, you should be able to be like, and that nigga helped me.
He gonna be in court like Nino Brown.
Exactly. Stands up, brushes himself off. Oh yeah. If I'm going down, we all going down. Juliana, come here.
Dead ass. It's so yo. The government's so fucked up, right? It's like if this was going down like how Rico and the Hood go down.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Like they was bringing fucking Kanye in for wearing his hat like 5 years ago. He didn't even wear the hat. And they were like, nope, bring Ye in here. And he's a GD. And he's a GD. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo.
Oh, man.
I'm not saying, cause listen, I don't give a fuck about none of these niggas.
Yeah,
you feel me? Because I also feel like after his indictment, there would have been a little Kafifi indictment too. Like none of y'all niggas is safe. You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't about to act like y'all niggas wasn't, referring to kids as pizza either. Like this whole. I ain't saying just these niggas need a RICO. Yeah. I don't even encourage RICOs. Like I'm not like advocating for. Like, I'm just saying keep the same energy.
Because Rico is the game shark to the legal system. That's what a RICO is. It's the game shark. Nigga, I'm about to put the CD in. I'm about to give myself infinite life, infinite money, infinite lawyers, nigga, and I'm gonna run through this case. You're not gonna win.
That ass, you know what that is? You know they say like the Fed's conviction rate is like 98%. Like this is the 2% in action, my nigga. This is that little 2%, son. It's that 2% milk. Cause if any one of us had the amount of evidence in public that this nigga has on any crime, like them niggas, the nigga K Flock and D Thang ain't even get their first album out for them niggas got indicted. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, somebody was.
They pulled up in the studio, goddamn. Mr. K Flock, nigga was in the studio. Nigga look, it's just feds. Every time he looked, it was just more feds in the control room.
That ass, son.
All right.
Like, and my thing is this, right? It's like, if we had any amount of evidence against us in the public eye that this man has against him, we'd be under the jail already. Like, they're using a Young Thug lyric in jail, right?
Really?
In his case.
What's the lyric?
There's multiple of them. Like, they're using mad of them.
I hope they use, I put that brack in my brack. I hope they use, that line is so memorable. I hope the lawyer's just like, of course I put that crack in my crack. If not, I put that brack in my brack.
Yo, bro, 70% of the argument is his lyrics. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whereas Trump had motherfuckers at the rally quoting his tweets like they was the Constitution. Like they was quoting them shits like they was their God-given right, and them shits was tweeted 7 minutes ago. Like, this nigga was reading his tweets in real time. You know what I'm saying? Like them shits was written on scrolls back in the day, my nigga. Like, he was quoting them like the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Like,
April 23rd, I had a real bad burrito at a Chipotle. I think I have to take a shot.
You had a real bad burrito. Let's do this. Like, and here's the thing, right? Right? They got a quote from Young Thug that they're using from a wiretap in court, right?
Yeah.
That said, if anybody goes in the courtroom and tells the God honest truth, they'll be fucking killed. Excuse my language. You know what I'm saying? They have Donald Trump. That? This is Young Thug.
Oh, okay.
You know what the equivalent of that in this Trump case is? Is when Trump said in response to what happened, well, maybe the American people know what they doing. It's like, open and shut fucking case, my nigga. Like, word up. All I'm saying is keep the same energy.
Because maybe these niggas need an attitude adjustment. You know, on some John Cena. On some John Cena.
Niggas is in there like, hang Mike Pence. It doesn't matter. They trying to make that nigga seem like the knight in shining armor. Let me tell you something.
And
he would still be on that indictment if this was a hood.
And my whole thing is this: is like, hold on. It's like, all right, let's even break it down even further, because let's be real here. In my opinion, like, the fact that all that shit happened means that, like, the government, the CIA kind of knew it was going to happen. Like, come on, bro. No one just storms the Capitol, my nigga. I can barely just storm a Best Buy. Like, come the fuck on. So you're telling me that on a random day that niggas can just storm one of the most heavily guarded Capitol buildings in the country? Yeah, sure, my ass. All right, so let's break that down. And all right, let's break it down even further. All right, so let's say that part of it was a government agenda. That means that the niggas who was yelling, hang Mike Pence, those were the real people. Like, those were the people who were genuinely, those weren't the government workers. Like, those were the motherfuckers who really felt that way. So,
have you seen the Capitol building? That shit is big as fuck in real life. Like, do you know what it takes to storm that shit, my nigga? Like, that's a lot of fucking people.
Yeah, you can't just get a bunch of fucking, fresh moms and niggas in Viking suits. Like, that's not a serious brigade.
No.
Like, it's not. Like,
that shit is huge.
Watch New Jack City. Look what they used for the Carter, all right? And that was a building filled with crack. Okay?
That's one of my daughter's earliest memories. Like, how, like, we were young for, like, 9/11? Mm-hmm. My daughter's is, like, the Capitol building. Because, like, I'm in the crib, right? And, like, mind you, we had been paying attention to, like, everything leading up to this.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
Like, we were surprised, but we weren't surprised.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, my daughter, she didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Of course not.
So she comes I can't make this up. She comes running into the living room. She's like, Grandma, Grandma. She said what? She said, turn on the news. There's a bunch of white people running into the Capitol building.
Yo, wow. Yeah, that's some 9/11 shit. That is some 9/11 shit.
She's like, yo, what are they doing? Like, yo, like,
Cause like the equivalent for us is like, mom, turn on the TV. The same niggas that be making bacon, egg, and cheeses. They're wilding out right now. Like,
and that's the thing. Like, this is where it gets. This is what's super like biased about the Trump thing. Compared to like any other thing in history. And this isn't even me advocating for the nigga. This is just me advocating for keeping the same energy. This nigga ain't do nothing that George W. Bush didn't successfully do, my nigga.
Facts.
Like, this is why I say Fox News is part of that indictment. If there was, if Donald Trump was Young Thug, Fox News would definitely be thrown in the indictment. Because the nigga Bush came on the next day. We already had Al Gore in the White House, and he really came through like, nah, that ain't happened. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what George Bush did? He did the like, nigga, I got $200. like that's what he did, my nigga.
Facts.
But you know what?
Debo.
This is only going down.
What's up?
Because Trump wasn't fucking with the right people. Like,
Yep.
Trump was fucking with the ops.
Yeah.
If Trump would have did this with George Bush Sr. and not Vladimir Putin,
Yeah, man.
it wouldn't have been no. Because you want to know why? Bush was able to do the shit that he did because them niggas already had the votes bought in the tuck. Like, you feel what I'm saying? That nigga already had a trunk of ballots in Florida.
Niggas had a man in a trench coat in the back.
Like,
I heard you trying to buy some. Buy some votes. Trying to buy some votes. I got some watches. I got this gold-plated knife here.
dead ass. Like,
right.
George W. Bush already had his ducks in a row, my nigga. You feel me? Like, Trump, he ain't go about it the right way. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
Of course, because here's the thing. Like, you gotta remember, like, George W. Bush, when he went to college, he graduated like a C student and shit in college. So it's like, that nigga was used to cheating. He was like, he already knew the connects.
Well, that's what they have in common, and that's why I say he ain't do nothing that Trump ain't do, because both of these niggas is dumb as hell, right?
Yeah.
You know
Both of
what I'm
them
saying?
come from rich motherfuckers that was rich prior to them.
So the only difference here is that the nigga that was the mastermind behind Bush's shit was from America, and the nigga that was the mastermind behind Trump shit was from Russia.
Yep.
If the nigga that was the mastermind behind Trump shit was a nigga that was in well with Congress and in America and all this other shit, none of this would have been happening. None of this would have went down. Either that or they would have still turned on the nigga because they'd have been like, nah, you made it hot. Like, yo, you made it wild hot, my nigga.
Wild hot, my guy. I can't even go to fucking Applebee's right now, boy. Damn.
You made it mad hot like we had you, son. All you had to do was chill, my nigga. You want to go on, now we got to, you know what I'm saying?
Damn, Donald D, bro. January 6th was my daughter's birthday. Why you had to make it how hot for? I was about to take her to Billy B's. Now that shit shut down. That shit shut down. You got Billy B shut down. Now I'm tight.
And that goes back to what I was saying before in the sense of like, a lot of y'all niggas should be on this RICO, man. Like, there should be a RICO on this. Like, Mike Pence shouldn't be left off the hook that easy.
Oh, yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say?
Not
Because
at
it's
all.
on some, like, you was riding, my nigga.
Yeah.
You know what this is like? Like, he should still be on the RICO. He could snitch and come home. But he still should be on the RICO. Because you know what this is like? This is like Gotti and Sammy the Bull. Like, this is the same shit, my nigga. Like, I was rocking with you, then you was Wallace, so now I'm about to tell. Like, but he was still on that indictment, my nigga.
Facts.
Like, you feel me? Like, you shouldn't be
Facts.
off that easily, son.
More like fucking whatchamacallit, Nino Brown and G Money. It's like, yo, we was good, and then you fuck my bitch. You fuck my bitch, you know? Why? Why would you do that?
This shit bigger than Donald Trump. Giuliani, come in here. You was drunk that night. You told me what to say. You told me to do it, man. You know what I'm saying? Word up, son. And it's like
my brother's keeper.
and that is why we don't see no real justice in this.
Yeah,
I don't
man.
see no real justice coming.
No.
You know what I'm saying? You're not really gonna make y'all not about to Bill Cosby this nigga.
Nah.
Like, he not about to have to really do that year. Like, y'all niggas is capping right now. Like, as a nigga in America, we see this as bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see this as justice. Nah.
And
You know what this is
vindication
like?
and shit.
You know what this is like? This is like you think like this is like if they reversing it from, you know, the people the people of America that have had the legal foot on their neck in an unfair way. You know what I'm saying? In the upper class, working, for lack of a better term, white world of America. You know what I'm saying? This is
White
their
collar?
idea of giving them. No, because a lot of these niggas is blue collar. You know what I'm saying?
that's
Like,
true.
you know what I mean? And I have a habit of just saying white people. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to get better at that because I fuck with, you know what I mean? Like,
but-
some of my white boys I grew up with from the hood, like, them niggas is poorer than me. Like, you feel what I'm
Word
saying?
up.
Like, I was fresher about it. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, you can't buy fashion sense.
no, but, you know, I feel like I could buy some more fashion than they could have, though. Like, you feel me?
No, I can buy fashion.
Yeah.
That's what-
So it's like, this is like, what they think is happening is like, you know, that the 1% is getting a taste of their own medicine. And what his niggas is realizing is like, this is getting a taste of your own medicine if we replace the Xanax you were giving us with like NyQuil.
Yeah.
Because this is not really justice, son.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really believe it, my nigga.
Yeah,
like,
this
you
is
feel what I'm saying?
definitely the craziest political circle jerk I've seen.
It's a political circle.
No, this is a political circle jerk. It's just a bunch of people talking about how they might hold a nigga accountable, which is like what? Like
This is more like a
Like-
political bukkake, and niggas is just sitting there waiting for everybody to
that's
just
what I'm saying.
tell us it's rain.
Like no one wants to be first, but no one wants to be last. Like, like it's so weird. Like no one wants to just say, "Yo, maybe we should go get Donald Trump." Like,
I tell you what though, there's one taste of their own medicine in this, right? And that's my son Benny Thompson. If y'all don't know who Benny Thompson is, right?
yeah, look that man up.
He's the leader of this whole. I guess it's Congress that's putting this investigation in public.
Yeah,
like
I
he's
believe
the
so.
leader of it. Which, first of all, before we even get to Benny Thompson,
Yeah.
I don't even trust they trial system. Like,
No,
who
I
is
don't-
Congress
I
ever
don't-
thrown in jail?
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
Like,
Them niggas have a bread. Like how does that? Their own separate jail. Like
I would feel more
Nancy
comfortable.
Pelosi can't fight, so it's like you the speaker. How the speaker? How you talk the most shit? Got the least hands? That don't make no sense. Nancy Pelosi can't fight.
I would feel more comfortable if Kamala Harris was trying to convict this nigga. Like, I would feel way more confident in that.
Oh yeah, cause you'll plant some weed at the very least.
The one silver lining in all of this, though, is my son Benny Thompson. Like, that's the one taste of their own medicine that they getting, because, like, he's, like, a southern black man, and, like, he grew up in, like, blatant racism, and he's the one that's, like, leading Congress in this whole investigation. And, yeah, that's the equivalent of, like, a black man showing up to child support court and the judge looked like Sandra Bullock. Like, you know you about to have a long day, my nigga. Like, that's the only, like, keeping the same energy that I see going along.
I was gonna say what's even worse for at least in my mind, in my mental picture, I enter the courtroom and my judge looks like the nigga from Training Day, Ethan Hawke.
Oh,
Like,
nah,
that's
son.
what I'm saying.
You
like,
going to jail
you're
in
going-
child support
you're-
court.
You're going to jail, and he might get you dusted. And
He might get you dusted,
He's gonna
son.
blame it on you. he's gonna put you in. He's gonna take him with the handcuffs. Take him with the handcuffs. And then he's gonna take off his robe like in front of everybody. He's gonna like, come with me. And then he's just gonna get you dusted and then just beat you.
And he's going to put you back on the stand. Like, now tell me
Yep.
why you a good father.
Cause you damn sure ain't no good fighter.
You want to know how you get out of getting sent to jail for child support? When you show up at the court and they ready to send you to jail, you just tell them you need a DNA test. That shit saves you like 2 weeks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then you can
That's
come up
more,
with that money.
It's more than enough time to run.
You know what I'm saying? Run or come up with the money. Like, you feel me?
That sounds like a great trip to Florida.
Nah, yeah. My high school security guard told me he did that once, and I was very impressed. He was like, yo, when they were trying to send me to jail for child support, I just said, yo, I need a DNA test. That's not my child.
Wait,
He knew it was his kid,
Yo.
but it just saved him the 2 weeks.
Wow, they actually requested before the
Yeah.
court. Wow.
Yes, yup, saved him 2 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah, man, but like, you know,
How many times can you do that though? Can you do that? Like, I feel like you can only maybe do that once, maybe twice.
you know what's scarier than
You
your
know?
judge looking like Sandra Bullock or Ethan Hawke?
What's
Is
that?
like, if your judge is like another black man that like he knows your bullshit just by looking at you, like
Oh,
like when
man.
Judge Mathis be like, I went to school with people like you, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like, yo, he about to have no sympathy on me.
Boy,
man.
I was you. you think you tough. That's the problem. You think you tough. You think you tough. All right? I was in your position one time. All right? I was in the streets. All right? selling things.
Yo, that's one thing about like when you meet an older black man that got his life straight, he can't wait to tell you about how his life was crazy.
Selling things, man. Yeah, that's right, Big D boy. Yep, that's right. That used to be me, tough guy, cool man.
Yeah. Like, yo, ain't nothing like an old hood nigga that went straight that's ready to tell you his story. You gonna be like, I was just like you. Difference between me and you, I was a man's man, alright? When I was running the block, ain't nobody had to work, alright? You just think you cool because you putting some groceries in the refrigerator, alright? That's not really doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, bro, are you chastising me or are you trying to relive your old days?
Niggas just start telling you his whole life story. Yeah, man, on the streets. And then the 90s came. Yeah, man, I was fucked up. I had to suck a couple.
Yeah, they all start smoking crack in their story. I went from being the dealer to the user.
I had to suck a couple things. You know, I had to get some things off.
Then I met your mother. She got me right. And that's why you gonna respect that woman, alright? Cause let me tell you something, boy. When that jail door closes on you, it's cold.
That's a cold breeze, Jack.
I always say that shit. I'm like, yo,
man.
Niggas always did the worst job at trying to deter me from the streets. Like, cause they be like, see me, I'm the gangster of the family. I keep it real. Bitches suck my dick when I walk in. You just be yourself. It's like, nah, nigga, I want that. Like, don't try to be like, when I come through, nigga, salute. That's a real nigga. My bullet wounds come with glory. You just stay in school. It's like, nigga, I don't want to be in school, nigga. I want some bullet wounds of glory.
You in 6th grade, like, I want my dick sucked as soon as I walk in.
I want a bitch to suck my choo-choo.
Wait a minute, this girl's sucking cho-cho.
Son, dead ass about that.
Oh, man.
Oh, man, but speaking of conspiracies, Chris, this goes to our next segment, man.
Yeah,
Why don't you bring us in? You got a bunch of conspiracy theories.
Oh, man, there's so many. Yo, man. Speaking of conspiracies, there is a lot of conspiracies in the cartoons that we used to watch growing up. A lot of weird ones, a lot of scary ones, a lot of ones that were really on the news. I'm not even going to hold you, man. A lot of ones that when I seen the movie, I was like, yo, this is kind of obvious, man. And I wanted to go over some of those because those are always interesting to me. It's always interesting for me to find out what the weird people of the internet come up with in their minds to justify their weird bullshit.
So what's the craziest cartoon conspiracy you've ever heard?
The craziest cartoon conspiracy I've ever heard. Well, I didn't hear this. I confirmed. I saw it, and then watching videos on it just confirmed it for me. And it was Toy Story 3. Alright? And I don't know if motherfuckers ever watched Toy Story 3, but that movie gets very, very dark. Like, very dark, very motherfucking quick. And it's about the Holocaust, weirdly enough. Yes.
See, I got high, really, really, really high for Toy Story 3.
Yeah, man.
That was one of them ones where I'm like, I'm gonna get super clapped and watch. And I remember it getting dark, but I couldn't remember if it was just me being too high.
Because, like, the first thing that, like, alright, so, like, in the third one, Andy's all grown the fuck up, right? Mm-hmm. He's an adult. He ain't no kid no more. He a man.
And he's on ketamine.
Exactly. And he's on ketamine. All right. He plays with blickies. He doesn't play with buzzes. All right. So he's an adult, and the toys start freaking the fuck out, and they end up hiding themselves in the attic. And I was like, all right, that's some weird kind of Anne Frank shit. Like, I don't know why I made that connection, but I was like, that's some weird. Like, who decides to hide in the dustiest part of the house?
Well, where else would toys hide?
In the basement.
I mean, so they could get fucking mildewed out?
Well, I mean, it's either dust or mildew. Like,
I ain't gonna lie, all my toys are down here in the basement. They doing fine. So they go in the attic.
And that's exactly the attic is a weird place. Like, because a basement is easy to bring some shit down to. An attic, you gotta pull some shit down, and you gotta that's just a weird place to be. So that's the first thing I thought of. All right, that's weird. But then once they break out, right? They break out, and they end up getting picked up, and they end up in some weird kind of daycare Like for a whole bunch of just young ass toddlers and shit who like during the daytime they fuck these kids up. They fuck. I mean they fuck these toys up like OD. Like they go through them. They put these motherfuckers through the gauntlet like
So you're
every
telling
day.
me the toddlers were like the Hitler Youth or like
Yeah,
or
like-
the fucking Hitler Army like
Like
they were the Nazis?
They were like the doctors, like the Joseph Mengeles. Like they were like the Nazi doctors. I'm dead ass. Like the kids are like the Nazi doctors. And after the kids, right, and after the toys put themselves all together, and the kids leave the daycare and shit, right? There was this big purple bear, right? Yeah, Crip in the big blue house. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, he was the real OG, and I knew he was an OG because the motherfucker walked around with a cane. All right, and
nah.
whenever a motherfucker walked around with
he
a
was
cane,
from Fordham.
right?
He was from Fordham. Nigga had ACGs and a cane.
Facts, but this motherfucker walked around in a cane, and you know normally the toys would be able to walk around at night and whatever do them. No, this motherfucker had these motherfuckers locked up. Yeah, they had this motherfucker locked up with a Ken doll and a whole bunch of other weird dolls watching these motherfuckers.
Nigga was snatching Mr. Potato Head's lips, just putting him in his ass. Like, yo, like that.
You ain't gonna be talking shit to me. Bro, the shit was crazy. And then at the end, right? And so at this point, I'm like, all right, this is clearly some Nazi shit, right? Clearly some Nazi shit. Then the thing that confirms that shit at the end, right, is at the end, right, when they're fighting the bear, right, they get thrown into a motherfucking incinerator, because that's what happens to all the old toys. They all get burned and destroyed and cremated and turned into other shit. I shit you not, bro. All
what
in the
fuck?
same
Who?
movie.
What was Pixar on? Son?
All in the same movie. I don't know, man.
Well, you know
I
what they
have
say,
no
right?
idea.
They say that if you add up, this is a conspiracy theory in its own.
Yeah.
They say, damn, I just pulled the Chris. Yo, they say one of the biggest Pixar's conspiracy theories is that if you take every Pixar movie, it creates a timeline from past to future. You know what I'm saying? Like starting with, I can't remember what, but it ends with like Wall-E, right? So I guess they were like, yo, we're going to take Toy Story 3 and we're going to use this to represent the 1940s in Germany, my nigga. Word up, son. Like, I'm telling you, son, that shit is crazy.
Well, you know what? Another crazy theory that's in Toy Story is that something happened in terms of a world war that happened during the first and the third movie, because in every movie, when you look at the movie, there's a scene that shows a world map, and the world map looks different in every movie. Like
In the Toy Story series?
yeah, in the Toy Story series.
So
yeah.
they're saying like basically like
Like
there's so it's like all right, so country territories are changing hands.
Yeah,
And all we're giving a fuck about is these toys.
yeah.
I feel like people that make cartoons, they be trying to get their shit off, son.
Oh,
on the
yeah.
low. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Definitely. I would.
because think about the people that actually learn how to really animate and what they just be in the house doing. You know what I'm
man.
saying? Like, their brains probably be going to some places that ours ain't gonna go to.
Some weird
What's
shit.
another cartoon conspiracy theory that really,
Another cartoon conspiracy theory that I guess I didn't necessarily weird me out, but it did make me kind of think about it, right? And it was Timmy Turner, it was Fairly Odd Parents, and apparently there was a matter of fact, no, fuck this one. No, a good conspiracy theory that I thought about that I've actually heard a lot about. It's actually a pretty popular one, and I actually thought this was interesting. Is the Ed, Edd and Eddy one? All right, when all the kids are dead and in purgatory, right? And think about it, like the series never really goes out of the cul-de-sac, right? There's never any parents around. All these motherfuckers have weird tongues, like they died or something, and all of the kids are supposed to represent a different time period. So it's like,
no, whoever came up with that conspiracy theory has never been in a poor white neighborhood.
Yeah, right.
Because not for nothing, like all the kids got different colored tongues from eating various candies, because that's all they ate for the day.
Yeah.
None of the parents are around,
Yeah.
and these niggas ain't allowed to leave, nor do they want to. So I don't believe that one, son. Like, nah, bro. Like, come on, son. Like, you trying to tell me all these niggas died just because their parents ain't around?
I mean,
like,
you got a point.
You've never met poor white kids, I guess.
There is a trailer park. Next to
They're in
this
a trailer
motherfucker,
park,
but-
like, yo,
well, they're
bro.
not in a trailer park, but there's a trailer park nearby. That's where the Kanker sisters is at.
Yeah, well, listen, man. They trying to front, man. I don't
Which-
give a fuck. Like, they all lived in that trailer park. They just would go down the block. You know what I'm saying?
First though, you know what a canker is?
Yeah, like a
Yeah,
canker sore.
yeah,
right?
exactly. Yo, you said these just have herpes.
Let me ask you something. You ever seen a
Yeah.
poor white kid and his tongue wasn't blue? No, you
No,
haven't.
actually, I haven't.
You know what I'm saying?
I haven't.
You ever seen a poor black kid and his tongue wasn't red
Facts.
from Kool-Aid? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no,
Facts.
nigga. If you see poor kids without parents around, their tongue gonna be a different
Yeah,
color.
man. Yo, man, that Fun Dip is real.
You got another one?
Shout out to Fun Dip. Let me see.
Yeah, go in your little
Let me see.
research book of conspiracy theories.
Oh man.
If you ain't got one, I got one. I got my own.
No. Nah, I don't got one. Nah.
I got my own.
Yeah, what's yours? Let me hear yours. Let me hear
My
our original.
personal craziest cartoon conspiracy theory
Mhm.
is your man Professor X was a freak.
What do you
That nigga
mean?
was a pedophile, son.
Really?
Yeah, ain't no fucking grown ass man with no wife making 3 little girls in the crib with a chemical X around.
Chemical X.
You know what I'm saying? I think it was still an accident. But it's like he was making them girls for something else. He just happened to drop the chemical X in there and then it gave him the superpowers. And this nigga had a baboon. Like, yo, my nigga, like Mojo Jojo, like, yo, bro, you got a baboon and you creating 3 little girls.
You single. You got a baboon.
Even the mayor had a bitch. Like, you
Facts.
feel what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro. And then look at all the Powerpuff Girls. Look at all the Powerpuff Girls enemies.
Yep.
Remember the freak one that the devil like, nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? Like
him.
Yeah, him.
Yeah,
Why him got beef with you? Because him is mad about Professor X leaving him. Alright, and making these 3 little girls so he could be
man.
on Kafifi Island. So that's my conspiracy theory.
Yo,
You know what I'm saying?
son.
That's the only one I got.
That's
there.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Imagine homeboy fucking Fuzzy Lumpkin.
Which one was Fuzzy Lumpkin?
Remember like the dick with the banjo and the big ass nose? He was like purple and shit.
Nah, Professor X
Yeah,
was
man.
definitely fucking that nigga. That's my conspiracy theory. Professor X was a fucking creep and a pedophile, son. For real. He had no choice but to treat them like his kids because they could fuck him up. So he had to treat them with some respect. But he wanted
That's
to fuck
hilarious.
them little girls, man.
That's
Excuse my
hilarious.
language, trigger warning. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah,
But
man.
listen, dog. I'm just calling a spade a spade. And you know what? We need to look at the nigga who came up with that, Dan Schneider. Like that was his 1 year with Cartoon Network. Like yo,
Word up.
nigga was like,
he was
yo.
like, I just want to make a cartoon about like feet, and I'm gonna call it a walk in my shoes. Like,
There was another freak nigga in there like, I think we need to call it Powerpuff Girls. And we can't just make it about feet. Like, we gotta make it about something.
no, I want to make it about. That was his in the creative.
That's why he got fired.
In the creative director's office. No, I want to make it about feet.
They're like, if you want to make shit about little kids' feet, you go to Nickelodeon. Alright? He left, and they was like, you know what? We could make a good show about a pedophile.
Now the next thing is he just there started thinking. The next thing you see is that this is
man. Dark humor today, man. Dark,
of course,
humor,
man. It's dark days, man.
It's dark days.
Yo, man, crypto fucked up. The market is fucked up. Everyone's poor. Everyone's getting poor.
Animals is fucked up right now.
Animals
bro.
is
Let me
fucked
tell you
up.
something.
I'm fucked up.
One of our first episodes, we were talking about the fucking monkey versus dog war that was going on. I think in like Indonesia or something.
Oh, yeah,
where the monkeys
man.
were bringing the dogs up to the roof and dropping them off of it because monkeys can have a good memory. And,
They got beef,
yeah,
basically. Monkeys can beef.
Monkeys can have a revenge brain. Like they can remember
Right.
you, like, and come back and beef with you. You know who else has a revenge brain? That's something stupid.
Thoughts?
Yes, but I'm talking about actual animals. Elephants apparently can really hold grudges. Like,
Yeah.
there's a report going out that I think this woman got like trampled by an elephant, right, and killed. The elephant then found the funeral, came through and started trampling the whole funeral.
Word.
That nigga wanted smoke.
Word. So they put that nigga down, didn't they?
That nigga was part of.
They put that nigga down.
That nigga was O Block. That
I'm
nigga said,
sorry.
"Yo, I'm pulling up to the funeral."
I would have
son.
made a desk out of that nigga. Respectfully, I would have took that nigga's tusk. Don't talk to me about how endangered that motherfucker. No, I don't care. Alright, if he wants to smoke, he gonna get poked. Alright, that's exactly what happened to
Imagine
that
living your
elephante.
life and there's just elephants out there that want to smoke with you.
Yeah.
Like they just, you can never really relax because if you stay somewhere for too long, the elephants is gonna catch up with you and just stomp your crib out. Like, yo,
I'm not gonna lie, I've had some big girls out there looking for me. It's the same
yo,
thing.
it's the same shit.
Same
Like,
shit.
They just pull up and start stomping you. Like, yo, that's crazy, son.
Big ass snout.
Big ass snout.
Ah.
Yo,
Listen, man.
if a woman has a nose that could be classified as a snout, like, what the fuck? I judge you for sleeping with her.
Yo, listen.
Like, how you fucking bitches that got elephant skin?
Cause she can sniff out truffles.
Oh man, but yeah, son, I feel like we pretty much hit all the important shit on the head today. You know,
Yeah,
we
man.
talked about presidential conspiracies, elephant conspiracies, and cartoon conspiracies. I think.
Yeah, man, it's a lot of conspiracies going on, man. All right, so we can end this off with a what if, man. So, if you had a conspiracy to explain anything in your life, what would that conspiracy be? Because I already know. I already know where I'm going.
What was yours?
All right, so it's like, all right, first off, my nigga, really, I come from like a lab, right? I come from a lab. Like I'm like weapon, like the Weapons X program on some crazy shit, right? But like most times they're pretty successf in making like a super mutant. With me, they just made a normal nigga, but they just made this nigga mad funny. Like like that was his shit.
This nigga's using the conspiracy to bring
Yeah.
himself up. Come
Yeah,
on,
you damn
son.
right. You damn right.
I got a conspiracy of how you got here.
What's up?
It's like, yo,
Mhm.
if we can make like a dickhead, but in human
Yeah.
form,
Yeah.
alright, we gonna make Chris.
Yeah.
Like the niggas took like mad dickheads and compressed them into a juice in your body, like into a mold. Like you
They
feel
put
what
like
I'm saying?
they put like mad like dickheads, and then they put like a couple of Xbox controllers, like some weed.
Oh, we almost missed one of the most important things, man.
What's up?
It looks like video games is doing it right. We finally about to get another 5 video game.
Oh man!
Because if niggas don't know me, they don't know that. I only
Oh,
buy video
yes.
games like
when they let.
when they lit. Like I'm only buying something from like Rockstar Games.
Oh yeah.
You know, if they come out with another like, you know, fire Metal Gear Solid, I would go cop that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I don't do the I'ma buy the new Call of Duty every time they drop one.
There ain't no reason for that.
I fuck with 2K, but you know,
Mm.
I like games that don't take much like time inventory in them. Like I could just jump in and out of a 2K game. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
I feel you.
But Teenage Mutant Ninja fucking Turtles, son.
Oh yeah.
I
man.
love it because when you first told me they was coming out with a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game, I thought that they was gonna do some whack shit. Like I thought they were gonna try to make like Batman's like what is it, Arkham Asylum?
Arkham Asylum,
but like with
right.
Ninja Turtles, like you feel me? But I checked it out. It really just
man.
looks like a 4K version of like the old Super Nintendo,
The
Sega
beat 'em up
Genesis
joints.
versions.
Yeah, man.
It's gonna be fire.
Turtles
so
in
it's like,
time, man.
Chris is getting it Friday.
Yep, you already know.
Stay tuned because we're probably
Thursday.
going to be doing a live gameplay, you know, joint of that.
Yeah, Thursday.
If you want to watch us unleash the turtles and you
You
know,
already
kick
know.
some ass, you know,
You
stay
already know.
tuned for updates on that.
Yeah, now we're definitely gonna be coming through with that. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Shredder's Revenge. You already know. Co-op beat 'em up magic. It's gonna be beautiful. Yeah, definitely stay tuned for that because we're definitely gonna be doing that.
Other than that, like, comment, subscribe. We here every 1st and the 15th like your government check, man.
Always,
You know what I'm
always.
saying?
The
First of
internet's
the month show.
favorite show, man. We are out. First of the month. Peace.